and we back once again for a brand new episode of The Jasmyne Show. I like that.
I'm
like
Jasmine.
that. And I am Vince. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today we're here to talk about Married at First Sight, UnMatchables once again. I believe this is episode 3 or 4. I think it might be 4.
Who cares?
We're losing count now. We're losing count at this point because they just spitting them out. At least they're more consistent than these Married at First Sight episodes they're making us wait for. So let's get into it. In this episode, we are talking about Irvin, who is 37.
37. He looks good for his age. He looks
37?
Yeah.
Okay. Irvin is 37 years old. He's been engaged four times and is known amongst his friends. He's never married. Known amongst his friends as a serial ghoster. You're just gonna parrot me today. You're gonna say everything. We finish each other's sentences. Yes. We're so cute. We're not unmatchable. Thank you for laughing at that. 15 at least different women he said he's ghosted in his past.
And he talking about ghosting like going to the bathroom on a date ghosting.
Proud,
and leaving.
like proudly, like I'm not feeling this. And just
you never ghosted anybody
like
before?
Disappears from their lives. Sure. I've ghosted.
You've never ghosted somebody on a date?
Oh, on a date? No.
Oh, you're so nice.
Yeah, no, I'm very nice. What?
I think it's rude as a man to do it, but as a woman, if the man makes you feel uncomfortable, I've ghosted somebody because they made me feel uncomfortable.
I think, and we'll talk about this in episode, but yes, they had some women, they questioned them about that, and most people didn't like it. But I feel like for some reason it is
because he was boasting about it.
It is more, it is more acceptable for women. But that is Irvin. What else is there about him? I think that's his thing, right?
He's super picky.
He's picky. He's
like, he doesn't date a woman that has kids. He doesn't want too much makeup because he feel like he's being tricked.
Right.
He doesn't date people from specific places is what stood out to me. He said Baltimore, no. Philly, Jersey, no. I'm like, damn. What?
Nothing.
Anywho, I'm not from Baltimore.
I know. I said I wouldn't date nobody.
Oh, you tried it. Okay.
Anywho.
No shade to people from Baltimore.
No, not at all. Not at all. Please. We like our lives. Don't hurt us. All right, moving along.
Stop!
I didn't say
my
that.
mom's sister from Baltimore. I know plenty of people from Baltimore.
That's nice. Hopefully she's not that gangster and can take a joke. All right. Now, moving on to Stephanie, who's 40 years old. Who also...
Yo, black don't crack, bro.
Looks amazing for her age. Now, I forgot what they called her, what her nickname was for this, but as you can see by this picture, her motto was "Save my money and spend yours." I was
never mind. I thought we was.
You're not supposed to be excited about that. You're not supposed to. Baby, that's not.
I'm happy for her.
Yeah, do you think?
See, I'm about the team over here. Okay,
do you think
we about the team.
Yeah, she was looking for a sugar daddy this whole time.
But she never said she was looking for a sugar daddy. Pastor Cal said she was looking for a sugar daddy.
Right. Is there anything else about her aside from she don't want to do nothing? She's not that fun?
Basically, she's bratty. She's a boss chick. And everything goes down to money. She don't date guys with certain jobs. Right. We'll get back to that part.
Right. So I got to give credit, as always, to our wonderful experts.
Who are hilarious on this show.
Yes. Dr. Viviana, Pastor Cal. I don't know if it's y'all.
It's something in the juice.
If the producers, if y'all got a special unmatchable juice drink that y'all don't unleash.
Y'all don't give to Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper don't get none of the unmatchable juice. But y'all have... it's very
they be
loose.
Having me hollering.
It's very loose in this show. They be saying all types of jokes and stuff. I'll be like, this is entertaining right here. Yeah. So I've started to notice the pattern in this show that what they'll do is to break people out of their unmatchableness and eventually put them on a date.
They put them on some crazy challenge.
Yeah, they give them a couple challenges every single episode, and the challenges have gotten increasingly like extreme.
The last episode was a crazy.
Yeah, the one we watched more recently is a little.
What is that called?
S&M?
S&M.
BDSM. There was some stuff going on. It was a lot. But we'll talk about that next time.
All right. So Pastor Kyle does a game show. I think it was called Mrs. Mystery or something. It was like a dating game show. And there was 3 eligible bachelors, and she asked questions and they give their answers, or was it what they think she would want?
I think it was their ideal date or something like that. So Pastor Cal, if you've ever seen a match dating game,
yeah.
So Pastor Cal lines up 3 mystery guys. I can't remember their names or anything like that.
It didn't matter.
But it didn't matter. So basically, she has her high standards and was just, he was presenting her with.
I think what it was. The first question was something about like best date, ideal date. Yep. And one was like fancy dinner and dress up. Another one was like, what was it? It was like a park. It was like some regular something.
Some cute stuff.
Of course, she wanted the fancy dinner dress up because she's about that money.
Absolutely.
Then the other one was like, oh, you're on a date. You get to cook for her. What does she want? Mm-hmm. Of course, she said steak and lobster. I'm right with you, okay? Right. That don't have nothing to do with money. Steak and lobster. This dude said he gonna make a Frito pie.
Yeah.
I've seen this before, but I always thought it was ghetto food.
It is ghetto food.
Why would you make a lady Frito pie? I need an explanation.
That's him letting you know how cool and laid back he is. That I don't even need to cook. We just gonna munch on some snacks or something. But I do appreciate that they set this whole thing. Again, I love these little challenges that they have. Pastor Cal was doing his best game show host impression. I was very excited because he's, you know what I'm saying? Because he hosted our engagement proposal.
Yes, you're just hyped to see anybody.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be hyped about hosts, honestly. So he's doing his game show hosting. She's explaining the reasonings why. Sorry, it's late, y'all.
Yeah, I'm old, man. Listen, after 8 o'clock, I'm done for.
The reason is I'm trying to get these videos, this content out, yo. Yeah, so he was doing a really good job at that. She's explaining her reasoning behind the answers that she's giving. Basically, all in all, that to say, I think number 2, the guy in the middle, had the best answers for her comparing wise. Yeah. So she chose him. And then immediately Pastor Kyle was like, all right, so
take this suit off.
Gentlemen, everybody tell me what do you do for a living? The first gentleman is a lawyer, I believe.
Yes.
The third gentleman works in IT.
Yes,
I believe he said. Right. So she was like, "You look like an IT guy." I was like, "Damn, girl,
that's shady."
Yeah, just a little bit. And
that's the other thing. Her best friend said that she easily offends people.
Oh, I must have missed that because I was hurt when she got to the middle guy who she liked the most based on all of his answers.
And he was the tallest.
And he's up there. He's up there, right? What do you do, sir? Work in construction. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I was like, she's
hell no. Everybody in the room was like, he was even like, yo, what? I signed up for this, bro.
I felt bad for him.
OD, immediately.
First of all, let's be clear, ladies. I understand, and me and Vince talked about this the other day. But some people don't want to date guys that have certain jobs. Like a lot of times I feel like it comes down to blue collar versus white collar. That I understand.
Or money and no money.
But it's a lot of blue collar jobs that pay very well, so don't sleep.
There's lots of construction jobs that you don't even
know
what he do.
And there's a lot of white collar jobs that don't pay very well. Let's be clear.
You don't know what he do. You know
he might own a construction company. He might be the project manager.
Clearly, he got some class and y'all got some.
He might be an engineer.
But she was seeing all she heard was construct. He unzipped his jacket. He had the little vest on too. So she was like, "Oh hell no." It was cold blooded.
I wasn't feeling her.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that on that. Moving along to what was her next thing? Oh no, we'll go into let's talk about her second thing and then get into Irvin. Or you want to just talk about Irvin right away?
Her second thing was the married versus singles.
Yeah, because I don't have any pictures for that or nothing like that.
So basically, Dr. Viviana, it was like an obstacle course. They had to ride. She had him paired with a guy, and then so basically it was 3 people from Pastor Kyle's church.
Shout out to the
church.
It
was a couple that had been married for 20 years, and then it was a guy from the singles ministry who was attractive. I don't know what she was doing, but anyway, so the challenge was they had to ride a tandem bike a certain amount of
cute.
I don't know how far it was, and then they had to run through some. Then they had to make a screwdriver with the oranges and the.
Oh, I didn't know they had to do all that. I must have not been paying attention.
What's the screwdriver? Vodka, gin,
something like that. But she wasn't up for it. The second they
got on the bike and she hopped off of the bike.
He's like, I knew I was gonna have.
He said when she showed up, I knew she wasn't gonna give 100%. I knew it just based off how she was looking. I'm like,
there you go.
The whole point was to prove that she expects the man to carry all the weight. And Pastor Kyle was asking, why is that the case? Apparently, she was raised, and we didn't get too far into that. I guess her mom expected the man to pay everything, to handle everything financially.
Comes from the parents.
Yeah, but she never said my dad did this. She just said my mom. So like, to me, was her mom single when she just all her boyfriends had to pay her stuff, or
we
what?
Got to dig deeper into the where are they now? But
not where are
Stephanie, shout out to you for holding strong. I thought she was gonna try to break a little bit, but no, she was still super stubborn. But hopefully she'll get out of that a little bit. But she seems like too much of a boss chick to maybe unleash that.
She was very annoying.
But let's move on to my guy Irvin. Irvin, what they had Irvin do was a little bit different. Again, they had to shock him. They had to do something a little extreme.
Yeah.
They had Irvin join in a focus group. Again, he's at high expectations and standards for women and stuff like that. They did this in a couple episodes as well. So what they did was they let him see literally how women, they get a group of ladies right here. They have 4 women.
He's the product.
Yes, they had to do a focus group. So he gets to watch on the other side of the mirror glass or whatever. And they have these women doing, I guess, a focus group, judging him. The product is the Irvin. It's the Irvin. It has him, a model, I guess, a mannequin with a picture of his face, and then like all his attributes on a little poster. And they just played a short clip of him talking about himself and talking about positivity. I forgot he's a really positive guy.
He's vegan.
That was one thing. He's vegan.
He only eats in a 4-hour window.
Intermittent fasting is crazy, and he never has a bad day. He always is super, super positive. I was like, I could get along with this. The women, somebody even gave him a 5.5 out of 5. I thought that was pretty dope. I was like, that's really nice. So they played the next clip, and they started dogging him on this next clip. The next clip was him talking about his ghosting. Oh yeah, I've ghosted this many women, and I've been engaged 4 times. And if I'm not feeling the vibe, maybe I'll just leave. Sometimes I leave the date without even paying. They was like,
they was like, he's trash.
Yo,
he's a coward.
It started getting dry in that room.
The one lady was like, he needs to do some internal work. You got 4 failed engagements under your belt. You're the common denominator. I was like, dang.
They started picking him apart. He just got to sit there and take it like behind the wall. Like, yo, I'm actually not that bad. But yeah,
I'm sorry, if you have 4 failed engagements. That's a lot of engagements. And he broke off all of them. He said after they got the ring, they changed. Have I changed?
No, not at all, baby. She's wonderful as the day I met you. Now, I thought that was crazy that they had him do that. But the highlight, because Jazz hollered, I had to point this out. Somebody said, I wouldn't have sex with him even with someone else's vagina. I thought that was one of
the black girl said that.
One of the ladies said that, and I was like, wow. Wow. Because he was so cocky. He's like, yeah, I don't even be paying for the dates. I just be leaving. Like, he was so, like, they was like, get this scum.
They was not feeling him.
You're the scum between my toes. They was not feeling him, yo. So, he got to get dogged out for a little bit. And then the very next time we saw him, Pastor Cal took him to
the void.
The void. So he was in a complete, that was this weird, I had to crop out because it was literally the whole background was white. So I just had to crop it to just him. But yeah, he was out there in the void with Pastor Cal with no distractions. And the only people that he got to talk to aside from Pastor Cal was
his mom and his cousin.
The women in his life to let him know
that you trash.
You trash. Get your stuff together, man.
So basically, he said that the women from the study opinions didn't mean nothing to him. So Pascal was like, let me call moms. So the mom was like, you was not raised to treat women like that. And it's immature. Yep. And the mom straight up was like, it's because, what did she say? She said, it's because back in the day when he was 300 pounds, he treated women very well, but like, they basically blew him off or dismissed him. So he's kind of like, let me pick apart. So what did Pascal say? He gives them 100% and then like disqualifies them based on what they do or whatever.
I've been there. I admit to it.
You been where?
300 something pounds and not getting attention from women. So I have to figure out how to maneuver my way.
I'm right here.
I know. I'm not. Okay, cool. I'm not the same person anymore. I've changed.
Right. Yes. Not mistreated. Treated very well.
Right? Bing. You know what I'm saying? Bling, 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 bling. Anywho, yeah, I thought that was interesting. A nice little conversation that they had. Their date was very quick. I don't know how well their date went.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah. So they got, again, she doesn't want to do anything. So they get introduced. She got a
stank attitude.
She does. They get to their date, and they're supposed to be, it's like an art shop or something like that.
Yeah, it was like it looked like a paint and sip, but it was all separate rooms.
So they're chatting and stuff. Is this the guy? Is this the point where he said something like, "Oh, you're gonna die alone" or something like that? Was that?
No,
that was a different. I forget. My bad. Anywho, so yeah, they're getting to know each other and stuff like that. They find out that this is going to be a body painting exercise.
Yeah, and she said, "You're not touching nothing."
Immediately,
on me.
not. He's like, and Dr. Viv gave him some props. He was like, maybe just the arm. She was like, yeah, he's trying. Maybe to compromise. She's like, nah.
But he was clearly attracted to her from a jump. He said, she's beautiful.
She's cute.
But then he said he kept calling her honey, and she was like, did he not know my name? Like, she's like, so do you just keep calling? You call everybody honey or whatever? And he was like, Conda. She's like, you just got the pet names already ready. Then she started talking about he started talking about how his exes, what did he say? He said his exes misrepresented themselves. And she said, so how many engagements you had? 4? All of them misrepresented themselves, and you out here just calling anybody honey?
The common denominator.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, so basically they started attacking each other verbally. Yeah. It was hard to watch.
Before that, at one point he was like, yo, how old are you, by the way? And then she was just like you're not supposed to be asking me this question, like just stared him down. So he went and guessed. I was like, that's not a good idea. He was like, I'm guessing 27. I'm guessing 27. I was like, thank God he said something that was a good number. Because she actually did, she looked, you know what I'm saying? Young. Again, she could pass. She could pass for a 27.
Yeah.
At least a 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was like, oh, that was a good answer. But they did they paint anything?
They painted some ugly flowers on the wall while they was arguing. But basically she explained that she expects a man to provide and all the stuff. And he was like, hold on, I'm about the team. Like, we can both have our things going on. We can both help each other out or whatever. He's like, what do you bring to the table that means that you should be provided for? So I'm just like, I'm glad that he peeps the foolishness. He wanted to ghost her so bad.
He did.
So, he like, he would have been rightfully so. I would have ghosted her too.
At one point, he walked away.
Because she was like, you ain't got no bread. She said something like, what money you got? He was like, I own my own business. Like, I'm like.
He's a physical trainer.
He is, but he's traveled the world. Like, I figured he probably had some money.
Yeah.
If you can afford 4 engagement rings, you got some money.
There you go. At one point, I think he was doing his little side interview with the producers and then was like, all right. And they was like, the date is not over yet.
He was about to dip on her.
Yeah. He definitely wasn't feeling it. Did we get a kiss out of this episode?
No.
Exactly. I think they were on a roll.
They didn't hit each other.
They were on a roll for the first couple episodes. But yeah, no kiss in this one. I wasn't necessarily sure if this was a great matching. I wasn't even sure if either of them have even learned anything. Like
I felt like he learned some stuff,
a little bit, right? Especially having your mom talk to you.
He learned some stuff. She learned absolutely nothing.
It's crazy.
She's
man.
Hella unmatchable.
It's crazy, man. Hella unmatchable. So yeah, that's all I had for that one. It was very interesting. Let us know how you felt about this episode of Unmatchables. Hit us in the comments. Let us know if you felt maybe somebody should be matched with somebody else. If you could see yourself marrying one of these people, or if you think any of these people on the show have been ready for marriage. I think there's been like maybe one or half of a person.
Everybody got weird habits.
They're very unmatchable. It's super, super weird habits. At least nobody was on the toilet.
If they're not like a horrible, like Stephanie was horrible. If they're not like that,
she was mean.
Then they just have some weird things that would turn somebody off, like farting in the middle of a date or being attached to your best friend to death.
Or your toilet.
Or your toilet. But apparently these things are things you can work through. But you can't work through a nasty attitude like she has.
She gotta work on some stuff. She gotta work on
She don't care.
She don't care. But yeah, that's why you unmatchable, girl. Work on it. But yeah. Anything else that you need to let us know, people? I know you can obviously
like, comment, and subscribe.
Please and thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time to hit that like button on this video. And if you're not subscribed, thank you for taking the time to subscribe to us as well, folks. Thank you so much. People, hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, don't forget we're reviewing Married at First Sight, which is officially over soon. Right? It's going to be officially,
we got a reunion.
They got more reunion episodes and stuff that they're gonna do. Of course, we're doing Netflix shows like The Circle and The Upshaws and stuff like that. Any other shows that you want us to do some reviews or recaps on, or you just want to hear us talk about, please hit us up in the comments. And thank you so much for your time. Again, appreciate you.
Yeah, he just keeps saying thank you.
I had to let them know how much.
Thank you.
How much I appreciate them. And thank you.
Thank you.
And also thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think that concludes this episode of The Jasmyne Show. That's it. Peace.